Westinghouse generator, the 9500 running watt, 12,500 peak watt generator that powered our whole home during the storm. I'll point out a couple of things and I'll show you how to plug it up and what it looks like and how simple it can be. But I want to start by saying this. I am not an electrician. I am not an expert. I am just a homeowner who wanted something to power my whole home in the event that we needed it. And recently we did. So going forward, this is what we'll be using to help power our home in the event of an emergency. This is a gas powered generator. So it offers a couple of different ways to start it, which is what we like, and it is unique. So it has push start option here. So you just kind of flip it on. You can do the push start option. You also have remote start. So if you're into that kind of stuff or you're in home, you can remote start and stop it. And in the event that the remote start battery dies, you also have a manual pull lever as well. Here is your gas line. So for safety reasons, you always want to keep it on off. But when you're using it, you just switch it to on. And then you actually turn on your little battery crank here and you can remote start it or use the remote key fob. Yes, there is a battery, and yes, you have to charge it sometimes, but it doesn't die instantly. But that battery is just to use the electronic features such as the remote start or the key fob. But if for any reason you forget to use it, you can just pull the lever to start up your generator. So on this generator, there's a couple of variety of ports that you can use, whether it's a USBs that you need to plug up some phones for, or some extra 110 plugs or 120 plugs, I should say. You have access to that. You have a variety of different plugs that you can use in order to power different devices. So even if you don't have the whole home system yet, you can still use this to plug up a variety of things. So to simply turn it on, you must make sure that your battery part is on if you're going to use these electronic functions. This lever here is to turn this on to push electrical power from any cord that you plug up. I will tell you, I have learned that when I did not have this on, I was wondering why in the hell ain't nothing working. It's because I forgot to switch this on. Okay. So now let me show you the cord. Actually need to buy separately. So in the link below, I'm going to put this cord as well as the inlet plug that this cord plugs into that you will need. This is about a 20-foot generator cord. So I think they come a little bit longer, but this was long enough for us. So we just set our generator up in our driveway and we ran the cord to the inlet box that's on side of the house. So for this particular cord, which I said the link will be below, whenever you need to use it, you'll take this in, which looks to me like a 240 dryer plug, right? And you will plug it into the generator. You've plugged it into the generator, then you'll take the opposite end and you'll plug that into the inlet box that you had to get installed by an electrician. We had the inlet box installed. This is the inlet box that you will need to get installed, and the link will be provided below. But this is what you plug into your home so that you can get the electricity pushed to the panel. So this is on the outside of the house. The wires are run through and they're connected directly into the circuit breaker on the inside, and then it's connected to that 50 amp plug. This plug does not work until you switch that panel on. So again, why it's important to switch that panel off the main is because it makes sure that you're not getting power here and you're not conflicting with the power here. So this is the inlet box, and I'll show you all the plug and how you plug it in, but it is very simple and easy to do. You just plug in the adapter here, and once you turn everything on, it pushes the power from the generator to this inlet box to the panel, which will then give you your whole home access. So this is rather simple to install. You just generally plug it in, you twist it to lock it, and it has a bracket on here that you will screw to tighten it for weather reasons and safety reasons. Now, do not rush to go start your generator. we have to do something at the electrical box first. So you've put it into the inlet box. You have the opposite end running here. Let's take a moment and look at the electrical box before we switch our gas to on and power this thing up. Now let's take a moment and look at your circuit panel. This may be in your garage, this may be in your outside, but it's somewhere in your home and hopefully you can find it. So there's something I want to point out that had to be added. This right here, this 50 amp circuit breaker had to be added to the panel. So you will need that in order to hook up the inlet box that I'll show you as well. Now, one of the things I want to be able to point out, when you go look at your panel, see if you have room to add another breaker to it. And how you know that is, do you have a spot where it can go? Now these 50 amps, they are big, so they will look like they take up 2 spots, okay? Now, if you're looking at my circuit breaker, it may appear that we have no more spots left, because we don't. Because there have been some other things that we added to help protect our home. Like, for example, this is a whole home surge protector. And then we also have an EV charger on our house as well. But for us, and what we're focusing on right now, is what do you need to have put on your circuit panel to have a whole home generator installed? Now, this is the protector, because when you have a whole home generator, you have to shut off the main, which will then allow you to switch this up and then turn this breaker on. This is for safety reasons, because once you start using your generator, it is going to push energy into your panel, and you don't want to push energy to the power line to shock a worker. So when you get ready to start it, you have to shut off the main. Then you can push this little bracket up, which will then allow you to switch on this breaker, which will then push the energy from the generator into your whole home. So some simple questions that we get. Is it loud? Yeah, it's a generator. It's very loud. All generators are, but I will tell you, this one being very powerful, it is kind of loud. So it helps, kind of push power into the home. What else I like about it is, how do you know how much gas it has? So it has a gas meter on it. This one is still full because I had just filled it up thinking we were going to need it again, but our power came on. How much gas can it hold? 6.6 gallons. So we have like a 5-gallon gas can. I do want to get another one, but what I did love about this is we ran it all night. And it probably got down to like maybe right here, well over half. And I just topped it off and kept it running. How long can you run it? I recommend looking into the owner's manual for that. But we did about 8 to 10 hours at a time. That's what we did. Again, not an electrician, not an expert, just a homeowner trying to keep our lights on. But we did about 8 to 10 hours. I shut it off and gave it a break. So I'll show you what it sounds like really quick, but the power is on in our home. So I'm not going to hook it up, nor am I not going to just push power to the house because I have to shut everything down. But I do want you to hear the sound of it. Flipped on the gas, I flipped on the battery, switch here, and now I have the key and I'll press start. Voila. And stop to shut it off. So it's that simple. Would I recommend this item? Absolutely. Like I say, it powered our whole home. Our house is about 2,500 square feet. We were able to run a couple of TVs, our refrigerator, our deep freezer, and everything. Oh, this is the exhaust side. Make sure you don't put this in your garage. Make sure it has breathable space. So sit it outside. What we're considering doing for ours is the next time we use it, just probably put it on this opposite side of the fence, just for security reasons, because the cord is long enough to reach over here, but we just didn't do that this time. So wherever you put your generator, just make sure that you can allow it to exhaust out. And read all of your safety manuals. So this is about a $1,200 investment that saved us over the couple of days without power. So take a moment, look into it, all of the links below. But I just wanted to give you a quick and honest review of something that we had, and we know storms are coming. So I'm gonna shut this down, shut that down, and I'm gonna turn the gas line off because I don't want gas filtering into it. All right, guys, check the link below. Hope you buy one or find one that's suitable for your home. But consult an electrician and a professional, especially as it relates to your panel. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.